All right. Welcome to Divinity Virtue. My name's Dustin Taylor. Just a crazy guy who's gone through a spiritual awakening and probably will be going through a spiritual awakening for the rest of his life, it seems like. So, I don't really know where I'm going to go with this video. I have had so many things happen, and I gotta tell you, my life is just boring. I don't do anything, but yet it's like I'm the most busiest guy with nothing to do. And so I don't know when I made the last video. Probably on like Thursday or Friday of last week. Today's Thursday. So it's been an interesting week, I guess. I went out on the weekend. That's probably the first time I've gone out in, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 weeks. I can't tell you the exact date. So I went out. I just wanted to see kind of the attention I was going to get. It seems that, you know, the psychic told me about that I'd fall in love with the heart and then that I would marry my soulmate and to be her best friend. So I haven't seen my best friend or my twin flame in a long time. So I don't really understand how life works because if a psychic could see my future, a medium could see my future. I'm wondering like how long I really have to wait for this like future to actually show up. So I can't tell you. I don't even know. But the interesting part is um I went out last. I gotta tell you, I probably had wow. I don't even know. Hug, cross, rub, whatever I'm wearing. I think that's just a good excuse for them to get close to me. But I'm good for that. I'm good for that. I got no boundaries as it is, so whatever. And then, no, it's just been very interesting because I gotta tell you, like a lot of my friends will not fully necessarily hang out with me. They know that my mentality is very disciplined and almost cutthroat. And the reason that is that it's like every time I try to get ahead in this world just wants to bring me down. So, like with my business, and this gets very interesting because today's June 20th. This business I want to have started by July 1st. I've sent off all my money, I've paid for the business license, I've opened up the bank account. So now they already need, because I have to do my accounting every 6 months, I now have to do my accounting for my company that's not even fully open yet, or else I can get charged £10,000. Like, wow. So, all right, I get it. And then, you know, so, all right, so if I got to do my accounting, it's been interesting how this spiritual awakening goes. Because even though I'm a finance major, nobody hired me in the real world so that I could actually learn the industry, move forward, stuff like that. So I've done all my accounting essentially. Look at what I spend, go to Google, see where I'm supposed to put everything, do my double accounting entry, and then hope that it's right. So I was thinking to myself, okay, how many connections did I have in the university where I could actually get ahead? And I remember this one girl named Samira, and she came from India. You know, a lot of people didn't really, I think a lot of people gave her flack or didn't really accept her for who she was. And I just looked out for her, whatnot. And it was interesting because it was funny because her husband goes, "Oh, we should move back to India." And I'm thinking, okay, so if you know about the Indian culture, the men are very more dominant in the relationships, a little bit more control, a little bit more domination factor. And she, after hanging out with me, getting to know me and my personality, she got a nice little ego that she told her husband, she goes, "No, we're staying in Canada. I pay for the bills. I'm doing everything for us to get ahead. You can go back to India, but I'm staying here." And I'm just thinking, good on you, girl. Well done. So, anyways, I haven't seen her or talked to her in 2 years. So she should be probably. She had a master's over in India in accounting, but once you come to Canada, you have to retake everything just so the education requirements line up. And so she should be done everything. But I had to message her. I went through all my Facebook, all of my emails just to get her information and make sure it was the right name and everything. So I messaged her, and then out of the blue, this other guy named Mark. He was in my stock broker trading class, and me and him were partners for one of our group projects. And I'm not going to be like I'm not going to lie or anything. Like I took finance. It is one of the hardest degrees I've ever taken. I studied like there was no tomorrow. It was either watching YouTube videos or Google. Like it was a lot of hard work. And so I posted on LinkedIn saying like, "Hey, I'm open with my company. This is what I do. I'm looking for people who are willing to pay for my course. And then if you need the extra consultation afterwards, I will look at how your life is, and we can actually build a detailed plan that helps people move forward and be the best versions they can be." So, anyways, he messaged me out of the blue, and I'm thinking, well, this gets interesting because he actually had probably a 90, 95 average. Like, I don't know what that is in GPA, but that's probably like a 3.6, 3.7. Like, he was one of the most brighter students that I've ever come across. So he messaged me out of the blue on LinkedIn. He just goes, "Oh, congratulations on your business. What's it all about?" So I told him, and I said, "Hey, how much do you remember your accounting? Because I got everything done, but I have no real world training. I don't know if you can help me out or not. But if I can send you my accounting, or I'll send you some money. I just need you to go over it, make sure everything's in the right spot." Sure enough, he said, "Yeah, I'm very confident in my abilities. I can definitely help you out." And I'm just thinking, what a weird lifesaver, because I need to have that accounting in by, well, I don't even know. I think July 1st, maybe. I'm not too sure. Maybe June 30th. Like, even though I don't have accounting, but whatever. The fact that he's willing to come through, and I'm just thinking, you know how close this is that they send you out a notice saying, "Hey, your accounting's due." They sent it today and said it's due in 10 days or 11 days or whatever it is. And I'm just thinking, you guys are, like, I get the rules and requirements and stuff like that, but I don't know. I would hope for a little bit more than 10 days of just giving you a notice and whatnot. So then I messaged the company that I've been doing my offshore and whatnot with, and I have to show her where the funds came from. So I've shown a picture of where the funds came from. I had to send a PDF file that there was a confirmation that I sent funds from my own bank account to offshore. And then I also have to get a bank statement coinciding all of this. I don't know. All I know is there's so much work that I have to do. And I'm thinking, this is crazy because yesterday I was supposed to have 4 demos. And I've pretty much told all my friends and family, I said, "Hey, the first 5 are free. Come do my course. It's free. You'll see what type of people, places, things that should or should not be in your life. You'll be able to look at your habits, your triggers, maybe even focus on your career paths and life goals." And so people say, "Yes, yes, yes, we'll do it we'll do it. It's free, blah blah blah." My one friend goes, "Oh, is this a MLM or something? Marketing level I don't know. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. And I just said, no, like this is an actual course, my actual business. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to show people how to be a better person. Even when I like, just can't explain it. But I gotta tell you, like, I've had so many psychics either come up to me or come up to my mom and say, your kid is going to be something amazing. Okay, so when is this amazing going to come? Because I gotta tell you, I have more patience than most people, and I'm going to tell you, every day is just a hustle and grind. I wake up, I do 3 hours at the gym every day. Everyone knows me at the gym. So now I'm thinking, okay, I should probably get my TikTok going, but I never take my phone anywhere. I used to be a salesman by trade that people would phone me at home, phone me at midnight. It just got to the point where I was like, yo, I am done carrying a cell phone. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, now I should probably start carrying a cell phone that I got my own business, that I should probably expect calls, etc., etc. Even though I'm not getting anyone in my acquaintances, friends, help me out. It just seems very weird. I don't know. It made me think about it. I was like, you know, life comes around in circles. And if you don't understand the life lesson, then I can tell you, you'll get that life lesson again in the future. And the reason I tell you this, people, is because when I was a mortgage broker, my first four deals, my best friend, my mom, one of my other friends, and then just to sign up through an online portal. The company I worked for gave me a lead that way. So I had four deals. And as I had put everything through, and I can tell you this. So my buddy, my best friend, I'm going to tell you, he's fake as shit. You know what? His name's Corey. He's fake. Let's just get real. He asked me for everything on how to get his mortgage. And then, you know what he does? He ends up going to another mortgage broker, giving him all the paperwork, everything needed, and goes, oh, sorry, my wife doesn't like you. And I'm thinking, you dirtbag. Straight up. I'm like, why does your wife not like me? Oh, because I decided to tell her stories about how you were in university. Oh, okay, so your wife who has never met me tells you that you can't hang out with me and that all the stories that you told her from university probably makes me look really bad. Instead of her actually getting to know me, you go, oh, I think with only one brain because I'm a loser. You know what brain he thought with? The head down there. He only thought with that head. There's not even a brain down there. And I'm just thinking, it's funny because his girlfriend, when we found out about her, she's been with like 100 dudes or something in like 3 years. And I'm thinking, wow, like that's a lot of action. Good on her, but not my uh not my forte. Once you get to that lower sex chakra, I'm gonna tell you, like, it's so easy to get sex, but I'm wondering like why? Because it doesn't even like tempt me anymore, and it sounds so weird. And I look at all these beautiful women who hit on me. I have women that ask me to go home with them. I'm gonna tell you, when I was like 18 to 30, I would love to say yes, 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 yes. And now I'm just thinking, I'm good. You know what? I don't need any more added emotions. I just want to get a business going. I just want to get a six pack. And whoever's going to be in my life, step up already. Because if you don't want to be in my life, just get out. I'm just gonna get this business going, start traveling the world. And honestly, if this business doesn't take off as something that helps humans and people to be better versions of themselves, then maybe in like 6 months, when my dad's gone, I'm going to turn the business into, if I have to, we'll knock on wood. If I have to, I'm just going to turn it into like a sea-doo boat rental. I'll go live on an island and live life that way. Wake up, work out, hang out on the beach, rent out my sea-doos, my boats, lock it up at the end of the night, repeat. Sounds like a pretty easy kosher life. But that's another thing is I have multiple psychics. I had a medium. I knew a guy who I don't know if he had psychic abilities or he just got a lot of premonitions, but there was a lot of times that he would tell me, he goes, I already know you're going to be something huger than life. He goes, you're different. Your mind's different. The fact that you didn't cave into your twin flame because all she wanted was sex, and you turned her down, and he knew that I loved her. And he goes, that's unreal. He goes, you can just, you can have sex once in a while. And I go, no, here's the deal. Give me the ring. We'll have sex. If not, I'm going to follow that man upstairs because he doesn't really want me to have sex. He wants me to produce with someone who wants to be with me. I also got buddies who go, game recognizes game. He goes, a few of my friends are just like, you're absolutely dominant. Your mentality's dominant. The way that you cut off people and make it so that you only enjoy your life to get ahead. He goes, most people can't do that. He goes, it's hard being your friend. And this comes from multiple people because they go, you could be in our world for a week or two, and then you're gone for 6 months, and then you show back up and you're just like, hey guys, how's life? And it's not that I'm doing anything different. I've been trying to build this business. I've been trying to get a six pack. I've been trying to get my debt down to nothing. And it seems that every time I get ahead, something happens. I had 4 demos yesterday. And I'm thinking, like that's really cool. Because I said my first 5 demos are going to be free. But my first 4 demos, you know, they all had reasons. Oh, I had to take my kids to school. The other one said, oh, well, she had to take her kids. We were going to do it together. So she did. Okay, so I lost 2. One could have at least done the project with me. And then I have another guy who goes, oh, I'd love to help a buddy. Mid-level marketing MLM. And he goes, oh, is this a MLM? I'm going, no, this is my actual company. Like, let me get everything ready for you. Give me an hour to eat my dinner, and let's do it together. Guess what? When I ask him if he's ready, he reads the message, doesn't respond. Still hasn't even responded today. And then I'm thinking, okay. So now I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? I'm trying to market myself. Obviously, my friends, they're not friends. And it's the same thing as with my mortgages. Because when I had those first 4 mortgages, and I'm going to tell you, even with my mom, you know, she uh, she was getting a new house, and her mortgage was coming up, and because she couldn't wait, she decided to cancel her mortgage on me, which I don't even know what the commission was. 4, 6, $7,000, a lot, especially when I own a house, have a girlfriend, my bills are out of my ass, and she goes back to her own mortgage broker, and I'm thinking, why did you do that? And she goes, oh, well, the documents weren't going to get there in time. And you know what? I didn't trust who you were working for, etc., etc. And I said, so instead of talking to me, you cut me out real quick and go back to your other broker, or your other mortgage broker. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm your kid. Like, that caused a big stir. I'm going to tell you, I had a girlfriend at that time. I cut off everything with my mom at that time. I said, like, why? I'm your son and you came and helped me out? And she goes, like, and the only reason that she ever got presents, sorries, this and that was because of my ex girlfriend actually stepping up and paying for everything on my end so that me and my mom would have a relationship later on in life. So I do owe my ex-girlfriend a thank you for that. I gotta be honest. That whole deal, here's the deal. As a mortgage broker or a mortgage associate, you bring me all your information. You bring me your T4s. I do the calculations. I put it into a system. I send it all to an underwriter. The underwriter looks at everything and goes, "Oh, looks good, looks good. I need a business letter saying they worked somewhere for 3 years. I need a confirmation of how much money they made, taxes, blah, 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 just to make sure that we're within the TDS GDS." Perfect. Once that's all done, you package everything off. You send everything to the underwriter. The underwriter does everything on their end. And then what they do, once it's fully completed and they say, hey, it's been approved, the underwriter sends it to FedEx. FedEx or whoever they use. FedEx sends it to the lawyer or the bank, whichever one goes first. It's probably the lawyer, I would think. And then the lawyer sends it off to the bank. Okay? That's a mortgage deal. So the day that my mom was getting her house, the mortgage deal showed up 4 hours later and she canceled it. And I'm thinking, what? Everything was done. Oh, well, I wouldn't have gotten my house in time. But really? You would have. You were just impatient. Because you know what? All that documents got there 4 hours later after you had canceled the deal with me. But you couldn't wait. That's just who you are. I get it. So you know what? I lost out there. And people wonder why I have such animosities with my mom. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you this. And she doesn't want me to bring up stuff in my videos. But I'm in such a head mental state right now that I look at my past. I look at all the people that have screwed me over. And I wonder, no wonder I can't get ahead. It's because I'm relying on people who are supposedly close to me that hinder me and hurt me. And it's because of what? Like, this world does not need to be fast. This world is. You know how often I wake up and go, oh, what am I going to do today? Well, I got nothing on my plate. I should probably go to the gym. I should probably eat healthy. And if my friends need me to door knock or do landscaping, I should probably do that and then work on my business. Nothing else. Like, it's just that people are so fast in this world that they get caught up in their own emotions and they don't realize to slow down their thought process and look at the time and everything else. Because, I just can't explain. Anyways, so yesterday, my 4 demos, I looked at that and I said to myself, okay, lesson learned. Because when I was a mortgage associate, I quit my job after that and went back to car sales. 4 deals. That's how quick it got me out of the mortgage associate business. So, God says, all right, I'm going to test you again. Let's see what happens this time. I'm going to give you 4 demos. They're all going to cancel on you. Are you going to cancel on your own business? Nope. I'm $6,000 deep into this thing. So I'm going to have to keep pushing. I signed up for a TikTok. And I tell you, every time that I want to take my phone out, like I said, I forget my phone. And I know that I should just take it to the gym after the first hour, take a picture of my sweaty ass, take a picture or a video of like my time, calories, etc. And do that 3 times a day. I'm pretty sure TikTok will eventually pick up and go, okay, this guy does have the 1% mentality. He does work out 3 hours a day. And if it's the same almost video, time, etc. every day, and people go, wow, he's put in a lot of work and he still doesn't have a 6 pack and he eats healthy. At least people are going to see, like, I am a fitness influencer. I'm putting in the time. I'm putting in the work to be the best version I can be. I gotta tell you, when you're a shitbag and you just drink, party, fuck around, do whatever the fuck you want, life is easy. Like, it seems like I had a lot more. I've never been this so far in debt, and I'm wondering, I've always paid off my bills. I've always had a job. I've always. My credit rating was like Don't even hold me to this number because I don't remember what it exactly was. Like 836 out of 900 or something. It was like the 90 percentile. And now I'm thinking my credit is just like the 60 percentile. And I'm thinking, man, I just can't get ahead. So, anyways, I, yeah, everything's just coming up. Like, I paid for my marketing. I asked one of my buddies, I said, hey, do you mind if I stay at your house for the Stampede for like a few days so that I can go market myself? Oh, well, I'm not an Airbnb here, you know? And then he goes, well, hey, you can come down and we could go to the Stampede. No, where am I going to stay? Do you want me to pitch a tent by the river and be a fucking crazy guy by the river promoting a company? That's not going to get me very far. A crazy guy owns a corporation, pitches a tent by a company to market himself. Y'all, that doesn't really say 1%. That doesn't even really say success. But yeah, when I tell you how bad this is, I have a 72-year-old. I don't know if she's a stalker or if she's like a sugar grandma. I don't know. But I came home today, 2 bags of groceries, beef, bananas, yogurt, cucumbers. And I'm just thinking, this lady has helped me out more than anyone I know, to be honest with you. Every week or two, she buys me food. And I'm just thinking, this old lady, I need to make some money just to like send her $500 or send her on a spa trip to Banff or something. Something that would make her so happy that she'd go, I did invest in the right guy. And I'm thinking, like I said, all these psychics, all these people are coming up to me going like, hey, you will be something. And I'm telling you, how, where, when, how, why. Like, I can't tell you the amount of patience it's taken for me to just keep moving forward. I can't explain any of this because it's like nothing works on my time. I can't believe how much stuff I have to do. My banking's still not even open. Like, it's a never-ending process. My marketing, I can't get more than 8 people for subscribers on YouTube, and I got 80, 81 videos or something. Like, wow, that's crazy. TikTok, I haven't even posted yet. I don't know. I get people a lot to post me in their videos, hashtag things, stuff like that, just to get the algorithms going. Nothing. I'm going to tell you, this company is a great way for people to actually look at themselves and be better versions of themselves. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show this world that, hey, life is not easy. I'm a former shitbag. Turn my life around. I still live in my grandma's basement. I have 2 degrees. I have zero addictions. My diet's cleaner than clean. My debt is higher than it's ever been. And if that's the case, I'm just going to do the damn Trump leverage game where you just leverage yourself until you can't get any more, and then you pay all the interest, pay off the whatever. You know what? You're in a partnership with the bank, essentially. I don't know. This is just an interesting video, and I gotta tell you, I thought about this because there's a lot of we get a lot of um foreigners that have moved to Canada, and when I think about this, like, hey, that's good because Canada is a very young country. We don't have the population growth to build up Canada. We really don't. So the worst part is that we just have an open door policy. Like we just let them all in. And I'm thinking you don't do background checks on anyone. You don't see if they have any criminal records. Nothing. You just let them in. It's a free for all to come into Canada. Now, when you look at Canada, the people from Africa, East Africa, West Africa, they fight. So they come here. They bring their fights. They go. They fight it out. Now we have a war between what Israel and Gaza. Is that what it is? Palestine and Israel? Is that the war? So I'm going to tell you something. I went home the other day, and on one of the blocks, all these Palestinians got their microphone out, and they're ranting and chanting about stop the war, stop this, Israel that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, Okay, you came to Canada to get away from the war? Leave your shit there. Because if you're stupid, which you obviously are, and you're going to start ranting about stuff here, you don't think people from Israel live here? Okay, so you're from Palestine, and you're ranting about people from Israel in Canada. So not only did you bring your fucking problems from your country here, now you're going to create problems here. Is that smart? I'm going to tell you something. 8 billion people? Don't be causing shit where you don't need to cause shit. Here's the deal. We don't run this country. We're nothing. People who are in the government barely run the countries. Corporations run the world. Governments are in their back pocket because that's how it has to be. And I'm going to tell you right now, anyone who brings their shit from other countries here, keep it at home. We don't need your shit. We don't need your racism. We don't need any of that shit. And this is another thing. I live in the hood. When I say hood, I'm the melting pot of the world. You name any color, any culture, any religion, anything is in my neighborhood. And I watch the kids when they walk to school. Yeah, that sounds creepy. Okay, but you know what? Like, I'm upstairs having a cup of tea and it's morning time and kids walk by to go to school, okay? I'm not watching kids for any other reason, like, whatever. But when you see the native kids, they walk in their own group. The white kids, they walk in their own group. The Oriental kids, they walk in their own group. The black kids walk in their own group. The Asian kids, or I must have already said Oriental and Asian, they walk in their own group. And it's interesting because we're bringing all these people in saying, okay, come to Canada. We accept everyone. We're a melting pot. We're socially acceptable. But yet, everyone we brought in fights with everyone. There's no, it's all segregated still. So there's no accumulation. There's no, I don't know the exact word, but the fact that I'm seeing, because racism is not taught. Racism is not foreign. It's something you're taught. So the fact that all these kids who are in grade 6 or less are so segregated and they walk in their own colors and their own groups and their own cultures, that tells me that right now the next generation is so fucked. If you come to Canada, we're going to be in a civil war. That's the only way it goes. Like, it just, we're not making people better. We're just bringing people in, pushing them through the system. If you have enough kids, great, we'll pay for it. But right now, Canada is such a young country. People like me, 39 years old, educated, I'm done in this country. They're already on to the next group of people saying, hey, we got to build this country up, or you have some kind of high education level that you're already koshered. If you're in between, good luck. And I'm thinking, like, I can't get ahead. And it's really, really discouraging because, like, I have a lady who's 72 years old. She buys me food every week, every 2 weeks. Like, I feel like I'm the biggest piece of shit handout. And yet, all I want to do is build up a business, build up me, build up my brand, and eventually find a wife and have kids and just be better than what I am now. I don't know. Anyways, it's been a good rant. Probably ranted about 10 things all over the same thing. It is what it is. But you know what? I hope people understand. I'm not here to hurt people. I really do just want to be the best version I can be. I just want to get that six pack, which is very, very hard, I might add. Hardest thing in the world I've ever done. And it's weird because when you watch your stomach actually like shrink in, so it goes like this, like your stomach, if you're a big fat guy, gets smaller, 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 and then you're straight down. But now, if you had like love handles and everything else, you'll watch your fat slowly go like this to your belly button. So it's like around my belly button. I'm grabbing right now. There's 2 pounds, maybe, of fat, and I'm thinking that could be another 6 months. Eh, yeah, it's quite the video. I know I got food upstairs. This time it won't be mushy. I won't have to see what people with no teeth, kids, and old people eat. So it's going to be ready in about a minute. So I am actually going to let this one go real quick. But other than that, I really hope that people start coming to my site, divinityvirtue.com. Check out my LinkedIn. Check out my Facebook. I got TikTok. I don't have any videos on TikTok yet. Just seems like a lot of social media. I don't know. Just can't explain how many thoughts I have in my head, and I just want to get ahead. Nothing is getting me ahead fast enough. It's like just a go around. I get it. I get it. Anyways, this is Dustin Taylor. This is DivinityVirtue.com. Take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better each and every day. Try to help others grow, succeed, be the best versions they can be. Everything happens on divine timing. Sorry about all these rants. Honestly, it's just I use these videos just to get whatever's on my mind out. I know that I probably should be going to a counselor or a therapist or stuff like this, but I've come to the point that I've been to so many counselors, so many therapists. They ask you questions, you just tell them about your life. Then they make an observation going, oh, well, I think you got parental issues, or I think you got people issues, or you got this or that. You know shit, you fuckard. Like, come on. I don't even know what I was going to say there. I was going to say fucktards, but it came out as something else. And I'm thinking, of course, who doesn't have issues with their family, their parents, their friends? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you actually do my course, you will look at all of your family, you'll look at all of your friends, your acquaintances, places you visit, things you do. You will actually look at yourself and go, huh, either I changed the way I'm living or I should accept everything that has happened to me, people that are in my life, etc., etc. Because I'm going to tell you, as a person who has always wanted to make friends but can't, because apparently when I was younger, I was a fat kid. Nobody liked the fat kids, so you always picked on, made fun of, beat me up. Cool. I go to junior high. I wasn't cool. Always tried to fit in. Nothing. Go to high school. I got one or two friends. Other than that, nothing. Go to college, university, become a partier, drink around, fuck boy, blah blah blah. I get hundreds of friends. None of them are actually my friends. They're all fake. At the end of college, university, everyone goes their own way. And honestly, if you keep in touch with people, good luck. That friendship most likely won't last because it's all built on addictions, what they can do for you, fun. It's not based on actual like emotions and love and stuff like that. And then, I go through life and have one or two friends here and there. And a lot of them have actually like left my life. And I'm thinking, okay, cool. I'm 39. I got no friends now. None. I might have one. And even still, I'm questionable about him because I need him to actually take off his mask. He needs to understand that, like, how he thinks, how, like, money and everything else. Come into my world. Like, I'm poor. I'm trying to be the best person I can be. I'm not asking for any handouts. I'm going to fight this out as hard as I can fight it out. and that at the end, people are going to be like, man, they call me the Pitbull here. Pitbull. He's a bald headed guy, aviators, glasses, stuff like that, and people call me like the Canadian Pitbull or Pitbull here, and I'm thinking, you know, he had nothing, and now he wanted to make $1 billion out of 20 cents or whatever his song was. And he did it well, right? Like he built himself up from nothing. So I'm essentially that guy. I'm a nobody, clean hands, education, trying to be better. Once again, now my food's gonna be butchy. God bless. Amen. Have a wonderful day.